Hi, it's Kate at Kate's Garden Chicken and Cat Rambles, and yeah, I was gonna paint and stencil today. Sorry if it's a little crooked, but as it's getting cold and the ground is getting cold and there is some concrete under here, I've seen the chickens getting in here out of the north wind, which they're blocked from, but just kind of setting down on the ground and where they like to poop and scratch. So I have these two long skinny pallets, which will eventually be raised and become the floor of a coop extension. But for now, I've used some plastic cat litter things. I've screwed it all together, and I'm just going to put straw in it, and they can roost up there, they can sit up there, and hopefully they'll enjoy it. And then maybe tomorrow I'll do some painting. It's a little cold today, and I just wasn't feeling that creative. And yeah, my slapped together coop where nothing's straight, but I got their winter coop, the deep litter method in, so they've got 6 inches of pine shavings, and I hopefully will not have to change that until maybe March or April. There's only 6 of them. If I notice any smell, I'll add a few flakes, but I shouldn't notice anything. And just let that compost down, and then that'll be awesome compost to put on my garden. So, got a bale of straw here. And I'm going to spread some of it, but you know how chickens are. They like to scratch and decorate in their own. And there's one thing I've learned about chickens, especially today, and you know, because I've been talking with them and we've been chatting, is they are brutally honest. I mean, no holds barred. They say some of the almost, not awful, but they don't mince words. You know, they don't go, "Oh, Mom, don't say that." You're not walking around like you got your head, missing your head, or, you know, you don't lose stuff all the time, but I know they're just patronizing me. So, there. And this morning I found 3 eggs in their favorite nest box, but I found a blue one out in the middle of the coop, and it had a hole in it. See, yesterday I didn't think she laid any at all. It was really windy, and I just didn't think she laid, but she must have laid last night or yesterday evening, and I just didn't see it, because they can't really kick eggs out of the nest. And all I can think is if she just couldn't hold it and someone else was on the nest. I don't know, but it had a hole in it, but it didn't really look like a peck hole, so it looked more like they might have stepped on it. So I don't know. I fed them that one this morning. Yes, there's 2 schools of thought on feeding your chickens raw egg. Some people are like, "Oh, salmonella." They have salmonella in their body. How do you think the eggs get the salmonella? But a little extra protein isn't going to hurt them. I used the saw and cut down the little wall that divided the 2 nest boxes. I mean, there's still a divider, but I don't know if you can tell, but I cut it down. That way I could reach the eggs better, and I don't think it really matters to them. They're only using one, but it does give them a little bit more room. And just being the 6, I don't think we're going to have issues. I'll know whether or not I find eggs in the weird places, but yeah, so, gosh, just a crooked again, but as I've mentioned, sorry about the lighting, their door, which is up here, their door, which is mounted up here, as you can see, this holds it up. It you know, it comes down and latches, and it has little hooks on each side, which locks it down. So come summer, I'll never put the door down, and the walls of the coop will all become open, except for the very bottom part from like the nesting boxes down. The rest is going to be wide open, so for airflow, because we get really humid here right at the coast. But this area here, which I just messed around with, is I'll probably end up taking the door down, and this is going to be raised up, I may repurpose the door. I may just take it apart. I mean, it was just something put together for this winter. But I'm going to double the width of this. I have another one of these, which will slide perfectly in beside it. And I have some big posts, and Paul will probably get some more posts by then. And I'll raise it up. But before I can do that, this old flooring, which I made out of a piece of 3/4 inch plywood that I already had. I mean, it's bowed a little bit. It's going to need to be replaced. So I'll replace their floor, especially this summer when I can put them a couple high roofs in there. They don't, it won't be a big deal if they don't have a floor temporarily. But so before next fall, the floor will be replaced, and this is going to be extended out. But like I said, it'll be higher than this is now, which this right now is about 14 inches off the ground. It'll be twice that high, if not a little bit higher. And we have the nest boxes that Paul bought that they won't use, but we'll put a solid wall here and mount them to that. Or actually, I think I'll put the solid wall right here. I guess I should turn this. The solid wall up here by their ladder, and then mount the nest boxes here where they face out. So in the nest box, they'll be able to see out, and there'll be fresh air. But I'll be able to access the eggs here from the back. And I'll put a higher roost up on this side, so if they want to get up there and roost at night, they can. And they'll just be pooping on the floor, not on the nest boxes. But so those are 3. I'll probably just use those 3. I think 5 will be plenty. But once I take the floor out, I may add 3 more for a total of 6 out here, and no longer have one inside there. That way I can put a 3rd roost inside the coop. They've got 2 roosts that are 5 feet long, and that's more than enough room for the 6 of them. It's a miracle they try to get all 6 on one roost sometimes, but that way they've got that roost, and I'll add another one. On this, when I take this apart. This year was pretty much just with my really bad tennis elbow, which is slow to heal, but was just pretty much a quick put it together so that the 6 of them would be out of the rain and weather. And so now I can take the winter to plan and see what's up. Like I always say, and Paul always says, he wants to be out. He doesn't want to stay here. Live here more. Doesn't even want to live here a couple more years. But I think when we do move, I will take these birds with me. I will figure out a way to do it. I won't just rehome them, but I really do like this kennel. So I may purchase another one of these so that wherever I'm at, they'll always have a chain link run. And I'll let them free range, but something that's chain link with a roof so they can, enjoy the fresh air but not be in the rain and get out of the wind. And just kind of going to depend on where we end up. But yeah, if I have to, I'll figure out a way to transport my chickens with me. Especially if they're only 2-3 years old, and they're, I'm not going to just rehome them and start all over. And I love them. I've already told Paul, I love my chickie. He got me a cute little sign that says, growing up, I never imagined I would be a chicken lady, but it really suits me or something. I can't remember. It's hanging out there. I'll show it here. Or maybe I'll just show it now because I'm sick of talking. What's it say? Yeah, he goes to Tractor Supply. And he'll come home with a sign, or he'll come home with a pillow. And there's the kitties. So the last of their paint finally arrived yesterday. So I've got some white kills, which I'm going to paint all of the outside of it with it. And Then I'm going to do on the outside. I'm going to put another one of those over here. And I'm going to stencil the roosters. I'm going to put another one that rests just on top of here wall, but so that'll protect them from like nor'easters and when we're getting like easterly winds coming off from like storms and stuff. I'm not going to make it airtight, and then I've decided, because I was calling it their little Roman bath, I got paint, and even though that one's crooked, I'm going to of course kills all that, and then I'm going to make those look like Corinthian columns, and then, you know, put little greenery and a little mural behind it as if they were in their little Roman bath, because I really love it. And I think I'm just going to leave it on top of this. You know, it gives them protection. They get a nice deep place full of dirt and for dust bathing, and they just really seem to like it the way it is. And I think, you know, it gives them a little extra height, so they can sit in there and dust bathe and you know, not worry about if someone's on the roosting sitting on top of their head. Hi, Laddie. He's like, Mom, hi. He's like, you can pet me a little bit. Mainly because I'm curious. And I'm such a camera hog. Come on. He's a sweet rooster. Okay, I won't pet you in front of your best girl. I know she wants to go in their nest. I just think, well, now I got a blue egg this morning, so I think she's already laid her eggs this morning. You guys are laying early. I see you got a little black spot on your comb. I know, it's where they peck you. Well, because you have food stuck to your face a lot, and sometimes their aim's off. But yeah, he'll get food stuck to his beak, and the girls will come over and help clean him up. Oh, speaking of the girls, I got this on selfie mode, so I can't really see what they're doing, but here they are. Like I see their mama. Don't peck my watch. Buck, 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 buck. I see you, Kiva. Oh my God, that's Neve. Sorry. Now that you're matured and your comb and your ears, lobes, and everything are darker red, they're not near as big as Kiva. And I think Kiva is laying because I found a brown egg that's much smaller than the Wyandottes. You guys got a hole going there. And oops, so I'm thinking it's one of their first pullet eggs. I don't think Neve, she might be laying, but I've made a couple quiches and hard-boiled eggs, and I have not found a single fertilized egg in the 4-5 dozen I've already gotten. So I'm wondering if Laddie maybe is shooting blanks. I mean, we know he has a genetic beak issue. I mean, that's fine. I don't plan on letting these girls hatch. And none of them are a particularly broody breed. The Brahmas can get a little broody, but I'm just going to keep pulling the eggs. I'm not going to let them get broody. Yeah, you don't need to bite my boots. Why are you guys all huddled around me? Huh? Did you like your mama? You like it when I talk to you. Well, I have to talk to you. You guys are cats. Yeah. So, okay, come in and see what I did in your coop. Yeah. Boy, you guys have really tore up some of this ground. But I put one of their food bowls out here in the sun today so that they could eat and do their thing while I was in there. And I may leave this one out. This is one that's a little bit older. I'm afraid to leave it up there to step on it and flip it over, but I like to have a little bit of scratch on there. Yeah, come on. I'll probably put a little bit of scratch up on this thing I built, because then they'll really want to get on it. But all right, ladies, y'all, thanks for watching. I learned from some other YouTubers that you're not supposed to say the L word, so if you enjoy the video, let me know. Comment, that would be awesome. Interaction will really help the channel, because I would like to grow. I know I need to work on my editing to make videos better to help it grow, but geez, it's just tough. It's tough learning it all, especially when you're already 53. But I would like it to grow. I would, to be honest, I'd like it to be able to monetize it eventually. But I don't even have 100 subscribers, much less 1,000. But I would like to increase that, and more viewers, more subscribers. I think will be great motivation for me to do more videos. And it sounds horrible that I need motivation, but I'm dealing with menopause, middle age. Sometimes I just need some extra motivation, but I would love to eventually be able to monetize it, so at least a few bucks I make off of ads will, help me buying supplies. There's only 6, so I'd like to increase the flock. And eggs that I know that we can't eat, I want to be able to donate those to people who need them. Eggs are something that's become so expensive, and even the cheap mass-produced eggs are still pricey, so I would like to be able to get to a point that I could, donate dozens of eggs, quality, organic, farm fresh eggs to families who need them. Yeah, because eggs help make little children strong. So anyway, thanks guys. You guys have a great afternoon. Bye for now.